Hey folks, welcome on in. I hope you're all doing well. YouTube, we are here with another first time killer. This time is the Blight. For those that are familiar with the game, will recognise Blight on the screen right now. Because why not Blight, eh? We struggled with the last few killers we started with, especially Huntress and the North, so why not go with Blight, who is another difficult killer to get the handle off. There. Blight's power is basically called the Lethal Rush, or the Blighted Corruption as it's called here. You can rush around basically using the power button, and this means you can get around the map really quickly. So Blight's map ability is a monster. That's difficult to say, isn't it? Map mobility is a that he's basically map ability is the best in the game. He's right up there with the best killers in the game. Between him and Nurse, basically Blight and Nurse, between the two killers for the best killer in the game. I personally lean towards Blight because Nurse I feel like I can loop against sometimes. Because Nurse is very difficult to get a handle on, as you saw with my Nurse video. But Blight's power can be difficult to get a hand off too. But I feel like in a chase when I'm going up against Blight, I actually feel a bit more comfortable against the Nurse when I do the Blight. Blight I'm a little on edge about because Blight power is super easy. He can rush and then he can hit you while he's rushing. He's lethal rush basically. What you do is you basically rush when you slam into an object that has collision, and then you can change direction and do a lethal rush towards the survivor and then hit them. Now obviously you need to know where the survivor is, and this is all happening really fast, and you're going really fast, and a survivor, if they're very good at doing 360, they can quickly change direction, and you can miss them and just keep going right through past and look like an idiot. And that is probably going to happen with me at some point during this. I can pretty much guarantee that will happen at some point during these three videos, or the three matches you should say with Blight. Also another thing that can happen as well is when you go to collide into something, slam into something even, as it's called, then basically that object might not have collision and you might just slide off it and run off, like some cars and auto yards don't have a collision. I don't know what has collision and what doesn't have collision, so I'm pretty much expecting at some point to collide into something and go wee and slide all the way down and just look like an idiot again. But that's the whole point of this video, these videos. It's basically for us to look back on it someday and have a good laugh at how bad we were, and hopefully we got good with the killers. Plus at the same time this is turning into an introduction to each killer as well for people who are watching too as well, and our thoughts on that here. As always, we're going to use the three perks that came in with the killer. The reason why is because I believe since I'm going to suck to begin with pretty much every killer I've never played. Our MMR is going to go down in the skill-based matchmaking system, so therefore we could get to a point where we actually get pretty chilled survivors and pretty easy survivors, and we might be able to sneak in an Adept Killer achievement. With Trapper we managed to do it in the third match. With Hag we did it in the fifth match. Ghostface we did it in the fourth match, which came after obviously the initial first videos. We didn't do it with Billy, but we did get Billy at some point afterwards. I just can't remember what match it was. I think I might have got to double figures before I got Adept Hillbilly, but I did get that eventually, and that is on my YouTube. It just went live yesterday actually. So yeah, that's another reason why we're using these free perks. Plus we want to know what the free perks like for the killer. We want to basically introduce the killer as it was introduced into the game. And this is what these are the three perks that were introduced with them. Dragon's Grip, Hex Blood Favor, and Hex Undying. Gotta be honest, I'm not entirely confident with these perks. Hex Blood Favor is something I've never ever used beforehand. If you're familiar with basically me playing this game in the past, you'll know hexes can be cleared by survivors. Like with Hag, we had hex perks there, and a lot of the time we ended up being basically just a one per killer. And then, so this is kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen with Blight, but the difference here is Blight's much stronger than Hag in a chase, so we feel like we might be able to do something if we can get a hand of his power getting a hand of the power is a difficult thing, as we've found out with other killers. But if we can get the hand of the hand of the Blight's power, then I feel like we can do really well. But regarding these perks, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get value from. Hex Blood Favour is a Hex totem, obviously, but once it is up, when we do actually injure a survivor, it will block all windows and pallets nearby that can be used. But at the same time, the survivor does get a speed boost and we get stuck in an animation as well after we get the hit. So they're going to create distance from us anyway, and they're going to get a distance possibly where they can actually get out of the 32-meter radius possibly. And by the time we catch up to them, they should be out of that and to a tile where they can actually use a pallet in a window, we think. So I don't think that's going to be much use to us. But who knows, I might be wrong, I might find out. Basically location for 15 seconds as well, which is quite an amount of time. So if they make the mistake of sticking around that tile, because they think we use power, then that would work to our advantage there, but most survivors would probably see that and just keep running forward. To be honest, actually, it's more likely an experienced survivor would stick around the tile. Possibly. Because experienced survivors are going to stick around the tile. A casual survivor or someone who's chilling basically is more likely just to hold forward, really. So even then, a survivor's going to see that windows and everything are blocked. And then basically from now on they're just going to hold forward, which is a big thing in the game. It's quite a powerful thing that survivors can do there, so I don't think that's going to give us much value. We do have Hexadyne. Now Hexadyne is a perk that you basically tie in with another hex perk, and we do have another hex perk here. But what it does is, basically when someone clears a totem, Hexadyne is the one that gets cleared. So you use that to protect another totem, so when we're using it to protect Blood Favour. But usually you would use Hexadyne to protect Hex Ruin. That's usually what you would do in the past, or there's some other builds with Hex Ruin you would do. But Hexadyne used to be, that's what it was used for. But at the same time, any dull totem there, so we have 2 totems basically with a hex on it. There's 3 other totems in the map. If a survivor approaches nearly 3 totems, which is possible with boons in the game, then we will see the aura of that survivor, so we could get information from it as well. So it does have a use in as well, but at the same time, we have 2 totems hexed here, so I don't know how much value we're going to get from that. Dragon's Grip is actually potentially very good. Once we kick a generator for the next 30 seconds, any survivor that goes onto that will then scream and their location will be revealed to us for 4 seconds. And then they get afflicted with exposed statues for 60 seconds. That is actually pretty good, because that means we can one down them if they're not injured. But the problem here is it has a cooldown of 80 seconds, which is kind of long really. Like a minute 20 seconds. So that's not... I don't know if we're going to get much value out of that, because if I'm in a chase with an injured person, there's no point in me going back, simply going over to the exposed person and getting the one down. I may as well just get the one down by the person I'm chasing who's injured. But the person I'm chasing who isn't injured, then maybe there's value in doing it then. But I'm already in a chase, so I probably want to hit that person still anyway, and then they're going to be kind of a point where I can one down them as well, so I don't really see me getting much value from that. But this could be the perk that we end up with, because it might clear the other 2 perks and we only get this perk here. I did go up against someone that had Blood Favour recently. I think it was... it blocks pallets from being pulled down. Actually, that was a window one. I think it was Tricks that has something that blocks windows, actually, I was up against recently. And it was actually a bit of a nuisance in the match that I was playing, because I tend to play window vaults rather than pallets there for some strange reason. I just do it that way. Anyway, that's something else in the future that we'll talk about. Yeah, so these are the 3 perks. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get much value out of these, but we'll see. Good for us, Blight, if we can get a hand of the power, which to be honest we probably won't, because it's quite a difficult power to get a hand of, then we could actually do well without these perks, so that's no problem. The thing here about Blight is every killer's add-ons are kind of important to the killer. Add-ons can make or break a killer sometimes, really, and they're really a tough match against survivors. Your add-ons can come through pretty big there, but not all killers have very consistent add-ons. There's only like a few here and there that are really good. With Blight, that's a different story. Pretty much, from what I hear of other content creators, Blight's add-ons are actually pretty much OP, they're overpowered, most of them. He has a ton of good add-ons. It seems like he's actually the best killer. The add-ons, he's the killer with the best add-ons in the game, basically, is what I would say. Based from what I'm seeing here. Now the one I'm using is Compound 21, this is one of the ones that I've seen in tournament play. With the others, basically, you seem to see two different things. You either see this add-on being used, or you see a speed add-on being used. And since I'm just starting out with Blight, I don't think extra speed is probably a good idea for me right now. But what this one does, is once I slam into something, if a survivor is within 8 meters of me, I'll see the aura of that person for 3 seconds. That can help me see where the survivor is, because I can slam once, slam a second time, and slam, then do a leaf rush towards the survivor. I don't have to go right after the survivor after one slam. I can slam a second, a third, a fourth time as well. There's a limit, I think it's 5. We'll find that out as we go in, and once we're done that, we're basically a mouse one killer. We have to chase after them there until we are basically our slams power basically comes back after its cooldown period. Since we're basically new as well, I'm not sure about this one though, to be honest. Since we're new, a lot of time when I play Blight, I'm able to 360 and spin around because the Blight just goes in a certain direction forward. The turning and the killer doesn't always seem that very good, but it depends on the person there. Apparently if you look down, you can actually turn a lot better. But this is the same thing with Billy. The Hillbilly, you notice I struggle in chases with Hillbilly, and I still struggle with Hillbilly, and I still struggle with looking down and turning and stuff. We put a turn add-on with Billy, and once we took it off, we actually felt like we were starting to do better with Billy's chainsaw. So I'm a little concerned that this might actually be the same thing here with Blight. We feel like this might actually screw us up a little bit, and maybe we would be better sticking with just these normal turn rate and getting used to that first before we start using this add-on. But at the same time, I know I'm probably going to get juked, because even with killers at like Nightmare or stuff like that, I can get juked because my pin isn't as high as some other people. So I feel like we should use this to try and help us with that. But at the same time, I don't know. But I was looking through it and honestly, I wasn't really sure. Increases speed by rushing by 6%. This is probably the speed one that I'll let people use. Yeah, there's another one there as well. Trigger a difficult skill check for any heal or repair survivor within 60 meters while rushing. Does not trigger survivors at ranger, so if we come into a ranger, that could actually be good for gen defense though. Yeah. I hit survivor with a lethal rush attack. It will instantly recharge all my rush tokens. That seems like it would be really good. I've only got 2 of them at the moment, so I don't actually want to use them right now. Grants undetectable while rushing. That seems like it would be pretty good. I feel like I maybe there. I will try this one first, but if we'll switch over to that one afterwards, I think. It hides my Terror Radius and Red Stain. I feel like that would help a lot actually. Maybe I should just use that now actually. Yeah. Let's just go with the normal turn rate and see how it goes. We can always put that on and go the reverse way. Yeah. So we've decided to change that. So that's what we're going add-on was. That's the perks explained. I've also explained the power. This is a very hard killer in the actual range system here, which has actually apparently just been updated. Difficulty very hard. Here you see. This has all been they are very hard, moderate, yeah. These are all being actually updated, these difficulty settings here. So yeah, Blight is one of the very hard ones. This is probably going to be go all the way on. We don't really know what type of MMR is going to be kind to us. We're currently playing Thursday late afternoon. It's 4:30 here in Scotland. Don't know how MMR is going to be for us, but let's try it out. See how it goes. I'll see you at the beginning of the first match. Okay, calm down, Blight. Suffocation pit. Sure, let's see how good we are here. Wait a second. What the fuck? Oh, we've got to click the mouse again. Alright, I see. Alright, okay. So that's what we need to do there, right, okay. God damn, there's a lot of loops and things like that in this one. It's not a good map to get in your very first one in Blight. That centre area is very look friendly. Oh, they're over there at come in. Okay. I know someone's around here. More anyway. Idle. We've got a hook in my first match. I'll take it any way I can. This is you sure? Okay, that crow looked like it just came back down now. Certainly fast moving around the map. Christ almighty, where are they? Okay, so I mean, I can't climb into that tree. Okay, I can do went somewhere else. Oh, he's behind you. Oh shit! I didn't expect them to run right at me. Seriously? Tried to run right at me again, but I did a nice little spin move there. Okay, we're not really using his power, but we were at Shack there, so I didn't feel like that would be a good place to actually try and use his power. I don't know, especially with my first time around. Very tricky, I need to judge the distance that I'm going. Oh god, I was looking around for barbecue and chili there. Did you go DS by any chance? Should you well pan around the chase a little? Oh, we've got dragon grip, I need to get some dragon grip while we're here. I would use the power, but I don't actually. Oh, there. Okay. Where did they go? Did they go back to that gen? Okay, you got DS? No. Didn't feel like a tunnel there, but I did took David after. He's dead. That's interesting. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I didn't think this would go well. Okay, so you need to attack that. Okay, right, okay, understood. Just let that person get away. If it was a bit better with power, I would probably be doing better. Because he's... Okay, let's see if we can get it right this time. Oh, fucking hell, no. We can't do that. We're just gonna have to break parts normally until we get used to that. Right, these survivors are definitely not really... They're getting gens done, just as I say that, the top 2 gens in a row. Right, they'll definitely spread us out here. Right, no one's on that one right now. Why you just rushed into that? Apparently you didn't. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, wait. Oh, why did I go through there? Why did I do that? I forgot about my perk that blocks pallets. Oh, fuck, how did I not hit? Oof, I almost got away from it that again as well though. I'll probably get that over... If I was much better with him and had more practice, I would definitely get rid of this, definitely be doing a lot better. Here. Right. That's compound value coming up there. Wait, where the fuck do you go? What you went in here? But apparently I went this way. Fuck. And that way. Blight's grey in a chase. He's dead as well. Wait, where's that? Oh, there it is. I know it was there. Right. Can't get the hang of breaking pallets with power like other people do. I don't know how to do that, I'm gonna have to look into that. Right. I'm just gonna walk over here. Oh fuck, he's chook. There's a pallet here. From here is slow. Is there a hook in it? There's one over here. I know this is her second hook, I believe. Oops. You just told me where you were, so that's interesting. She coming? Oh, sick. I'm sensing I could get adept here in the first go. So I'm kinda guarding the hook. I thought I saw him there. Yeah, I did. He's gonna make that. What the fuck? What the fuck do you go? Yo! I got it, finally I won. I didn't hit anyone else with it, but I finally... Oh god, there's a hook over here, okay. Well, okay. I don't know if that'll be enough for a death, because that's going to hit second hook. I think it might be. Why is he not dying right away? I don't know if that'll be enough for a death. To be honest, I didn't actually use the power as well as I should have. I did get the power the last time there, but he kind of ran right into me more than anything. Oh, it is a dead blight. I got a dead blight in the first one. Okay, I didn't actually use his blight, but hey, anything counts. Anything counts, and I got my achievement as well. That counts, folks, that counts. Even though I didn't use the power as much there. But I feel like the power is probably when I... This is like Legion and... I'll come out of this game and talk about it more here, actually. The survivors were a bit chilled. We're a bit there, but we managed there, so we can actually put some decent perks on next time around. Here, so we'll look at that. Yeah. So we'll come out of this. I don't know if they'll say anything. They were definitely a bit chilled. Here. Also, did help that David as well was idle when we first started as well. The only thing we didn't get was that. But that's basically my first time with Blight. And then as you can see, I actually got a dead Blight right away. And I wasn't really using his power. I'm still not used to the power, using the power. I couldn't even break the pallets with the power. But I was still able to get a dead Blight. Which is a sign of how strong Blight actually is as a killer. Because that just shows you that I did not use his power as well as I should have there. But I did manage to get hit with the power at the end. I did try it with Nia, but Nia juked me. There, so yeah. I don't know if I got anything really from that. Grats are not detectable while rushing. Yeah, I think I did manage to catch some people out with that. I think. So I definitely feel like that's a good one there. So I didn't get anything value from these really. So let's see. What do we actually have? Corrupt Intervention. There we go. There's one perk. Discordance. That's not a nice perk to use, especially with this killer. Nope, I'm not using that. Fire up's not bad. Actually, no fire up, and Fearmonger could be interesting, I don't know. Here, oh, you're going to hear him, so could charge it. TS, I don't think that would actually work. Ruin, you can defend Ruin very well. You know what I would absolutely love right now? I would love Call O'Brien and pop. That's what I would love. Righteous Fry could be interesting to move. Since I don't have barbecue and chili. Because I don't think I have barbecue and chili. No, I don't. Panophobia. Oh, there's barbecue and chili. Okay, so let's use that because the blood points will be useful. So, Phanophobia maybe? Phanophobia is actually a maximum of 18%. Receive a penalty of 4.5% when any injured, dying, or hooked survivor. It's actually a really good perk. That could be useful. Not Tinkerer. Tinkerer instead of the Discordance. Discordance could let me two people, and maybe I could use it undetectable when I'm rushing to prevent spine chill. Or spine chill would go off when you're undetectable. It's a good question. Yeah, I think that could go well. When you get used to the power. We did get some compound value, but I was more using the power to get around, and that's what I was going to say. When I first started playing this game, I played as Killer and I played as Spirit and Legion, and honestly, I used the power to actually get around the gens and defend the gens, and that is what I feel like with Blight is a good way to use Blight when you start out, especially when you're trying to get used to the power, instead of using it in the chase and just mouse 1 the chase, because he is really fast in the chase moving around there. He was quite smooth moving around, I felt like there. So yes, he's a 4.6 kill, max space, height, average. Yeah, he's 4.6 speed, so he's right up there with Nightmare. I'm used to using beforehand, so I think like yeah, that would be a good way to use it. The problem is there's an achievement of getting people down with the Leafy Rush, and I think you actually need to do what I did with the Jake at the end, but he kind of ran right towards me more than anything, really. It was kind of instantly just to swing at him basically when I moved there, so I think it's something I could definitely get a hand off, and I definitely feel like Blight as a killer I'm going to be pretty good with, I feel like, once I get the hand of it. I need to work out how to destroy powers with there, because apparently you can use the rush to do that, but I wasn't able to do it, just run right at it. Is that what I do? I don't know. I'll have to research that and see. So yeah, Corrupt Intervention, Discordance, Barbecue, Chili, and Phanophobia. Probably go with that. I might swap Discordance out in the third match for Tinkerer, but I've got Undetectable in that, so Tinkerer lets me know if we're about to finish the gen. Discordance lets me know if there's 2 people on a gen to begin with. The Tinkerer will always alert me no matter with any gen. Discordance will only alert me if there's 2 people in a gen, so if there's only 1 person in a gen, I won't get an alert. So that's where Tinkerer's probably better than Discordance. Yeah, so thinking about it, probably would be better to go with that. But I'm actually thinking Sloppy Butcher could be interesting as well. Hembridge has just got a buff because there's a new mid-chapter release just came out. The Legion and Ghostface changes have just happened there, and this is my actual first time playing since that's updated. So I didn't play yesterday. Took a break from the game yesterday. Hembridge has got there. It's actually more. I haven't played Survival to see the difference on it myself, and I'm playing the PTB. So I'm thinking maybe Vern again. I don't have gen defense, do I? It's all information, but information is really good because I'm not sure. I think I'll go with Tinkerer actually. We'll try Tinkerer. Yeah, let's go with that. Stick with our old faithfuls. Where is Tinkerer? Wait, what? That's right. Yeah, let's go with Tinkerer. Yeah, so that way we can put pressure on them. The thing is, they're eventually going to get that gen anyway, so that with the information perks that we have with this here, so now we're using Tinkerer. Maybe we'd be better using Infectious Fright instead of with Tinkerer. And Infectious Fright with Tinkerer would actually be a good idea, because if we actually get over to a gen with the Tinkerer, and we actually get someone down there because we're undetectable with this plus this here, then that basically means we can hook that person. But once we down them, we'll get an idea if anyone else is around that gen. If not, then we know that there's no one else around that gen. So when it comes into a free gen, we know they're probably at the other two gens. And then, so I'm actually thinking, that's an interesting thing actually. Tinkerer with Infectious Fright is a combo, because I tend to pair my perks off. My two go-to are Corruption and Barbecue and Chili, because I'm in the Blood Point grade and Barbecue Chili gives me points. Plus it's a pretty good perk as well. Corrupt is an essential perk where if you don't use it against really good survivors, you can lose 1 or 2 gens pretty quickly against really good efficient survivors. So they're always my two go-to. But I like to pair the other two off. I'm actually thinking Tinkerer along with Infectious Fright, Discordance with Barbecue and Chili, and Tinkerer, yeah. I try to find another perk that would actually go with Discordance very well. You know what? I'm just going to use Tinkerer. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We can always switch over to Discordance in the third match and see how that goes then. Anyway, I'll see you at the beginning of the match too. Oh, Rancid Avatar. Oh, that's, yeah, okay. Not a big fan of this map. We do better perks this time. Right, if I'm on this thing, can I bring these? Can. There's someone now. Wow, dude. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Come here. Holy heck! They're all hanging around me here. Is that a boon that just went up? And I see him over there now as well, so there's more sweet Panophobia value. Oh, yay! We need to do that 30 times to get his achievement, because there's not just an adept achievement, there's also an achievement using the power of the killer, and there's a ton of achievements on this game. It's like 197 plus achievements. We've got about 144 or something like that, 49, I don't know. It's a lot. I saw you hiding behind here, by the way. Wait. He disappeared around here. I saw someone moving there. Okay. That's weird. I should have got hit there, but I was a little bit thrown off by basically her movement there. Oh, but Tinkerer. Where the fuck did she go? Got distracted by Tinkerer. I was like, there's not a door there, so why did you come that way? I don't really understand the thinking there. It's saying that there isn't really a hook in you here, maybe? Oh, there's one out over here, that's good. I was going to attempt to make it to basement, but that didn't go well. Oh fuck, I held on to it too long though. Okay, remember I've been kind to miss so far. I really need to use my power to get them down as well. We can just get around so friggin' fast with them now. It's difficult for them to do anything, and compound is really friggin' strong as well. Only hooked 2 people so far though. You kick this. Wait. Damage, you stupid dead. I don't. They're not gonna heal it. I go back to. No, I didn't stop that. I went this way. Oh, poor them injured now. Oh no! Wow, why did you not drop the pallet and why did I whiff at that? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm down already, Sean, jeez! Kinda annoyed by how long it took me to get down, and annoyed that I couldn't really. I need to go over to that gen, but I don't know if I'm going to make it to something I can hit. Yeah, I don't think I would. Okay, that's almost all the way down. Just had some work on that. I don't feel like I need to go back to the hook. Oh, look, and make it across there. It's a way across there. It'd be difficult for me to make that. These might help though. What's got a bin here? Got some binners. Fuck. Shouldn't pull that. I thought she might double back there. Oh fucking hell, I slid off the hay there. Guess there's no collision with that. Why can't I break that? Stupid fucking pallet. I'm holding forward, that's what she's doing. So friggin' powerful. Oh. I still only hooked 2 people according to my barbecue and chili. There's mean to say there's 2 people I haven't actually hooked. with that hit there. Wait, where'd she go? She went this way. What the fuck was that? Oh, you fucking hell, man. Nice little juke. There's a pallet up here as well. Fucking hell. Getting frustrated. Good kill. It's gonna boil over as well. Wait. Oh, it's 2 zoning the max I can get in this, that's why it is. Why would you do that? That's weird. Make it. I don't want to turn off the hook, I want to find the worker thing that's here. Oh! Fuck! I can't actually hit him with the first one, I forgot about that. Oh my god, I messed up big time there. I messed up big time there, I forgot with the first rush I can't actually hit. Fucking hell. Why did I hold that up there? Fuck it. I screwed this up, so I did. I should have had it down there. I screwed this up, I feel like I got too confident here. Someone's already left. Didn't even bother going for the hook. Wow. Bet Finn's going for the hook for. No, she's there. Wow. Didn't even bother going to get that hook. Like, seriously? Why would you not even try? I can't believe they didn't even try to get the hook. That's kind of crazy. I can understand the death hook at the end there, but the first hook fine could have went around when I came down. Because it looked like the injured person was actually trying to go and get the hook. That seemed weird to me. It's a fun match, but I kind of feel like I got kind of a bit over too confident. I forgot about barbecue and chili. That only showed me 2 because I'm only at that level. I need to get Blight. I'm up to a higher level there. Panophobia definitely helped, but they had a boon as well. Who was the dirty booner? You were the dirty booner. Your small eyes. So that person there was the dirty booner. Had iron will as well. They're pretty decent perks, but not quite high as well. Resilience. Open-handed. Prove thyself. Oh, so you were able to get gens done really fast with people. As well. You'll make it. Spine chill, leader, no wonder. I know they're the best perks, so This is a really good add-on on the toolbox, by the way. I really like that toolboxes. This is the only one that seemed to have kind of perks there. Boil over us a bit. Hate that perk. I really should have got a win there, I feel like. Kind of feel like, even though it was my second match and I'm still getting used to the power, I kind of feel like I should have got a win there, but I didn't. Anyway, I'll see you at the beginning of match 3. Oh, Midwich with Blight. Oh, bloody hell. Smallest map in the game. As you'll notice that my Phanophobia is now purple because I spent some blood points on him. Holy heck. Okay, that was my first rush and I couldn't hit him there. That's what happened there. That was so friggin' weird. Oh my god. Managed to turn there. Oh, I'm getting stuck in the friggin' wall. Okay, I'm not sure who got the biggest fright there, Jeff or me, to be honest. I'm actually still trying to recover from that fright. Oh well, don't actually need to use the power. Honestly, I feel kind of bad for Jeff. I really do. I was terrified. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so scared. So what I was trying to tell you was, there's someone in the basement. But basically, oh! Where'd they go? They went upstairs. Okay, I'm too busy trying to talk. It's basically I got Phanophobia because I spent some blood points on them. Okay. Got a hit on you, but gotta be honest, there seem a lot of places in the corridors to actually bounce off it. Yeah. So I don't know. In the smallest map in the game, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to need to actually... Yeah. Okay, I thought maybe she... Okay, come on, Chuck. Think what you're doing here. Think about what you're doing. Right, think here. I'm too busy trying to talk at the same time here. Yeah, I don't think the thing about Midwich here is oh, that's not a hook. I think there's a hook. Seriously? What's going on? Oh, it's Tinkerer. Oh, I've got some value there. What locker is it? This one, I think. Yeah. I wonder if he's got DS for. No. God's sake, where's the hook? Where is the hook? You're kidding me, there's no. Oh, there's one over here. What the fuck? Where the hell did she come from? Is she not Jen? She must have been. She's away down now. Sorry, Jeff, didn't mean to hit you. that more. I just got that. I just got that there. That's not as easy as it looks. There's people running behind me. Which worries me. Get the fuck out of here with your stupid fucking shite. Seriously, why give me a free hit like that? I didn't know you would do that. I'll take a free hit, thank you. Window there or not? Can you go ahead and drop that pallet as well, thank you. Wait a second. Got a little confused with the scratch marks though. I figured that out eventually. I could go right here. Go and check up and heal. This will destroy this. See someone at the corner there. Fucking hate that first rush not being able to hit them. Wait, she went around that way, okay. She's gonna go to the window now. Fucking dead hard. Fuck! Should've just mouse one there, but I was trying to get it for the achievement. That's the situation where you definitely mouse one. Sometimes you just got to mouse one it. But when you have an achievement you're trying to do as well, it's you basically try and do the force of the lethal rushes a little bit more. I've got 30 of them again. I don't know how many I still need. I don't really care about that day 2 gens upstairs, to be honest. Someone here. She's moving around all the time, so she's a mouse one person. They know how to pin me the rushes. She's trying to get me off the trail here and get me to chase her. Some phobia value. She's in here, I think. That would be fucking brilliant if she was in there. Did I open that door up over there? Yep, I did. See, sometimes you just got the mouse one shot. I don't know if I fucking took anywhere near here a bit. One right in the corner there. Something moving. This is a problem with Midwich being the smallest map. The hooks are quite scarf in this one, I feel like. You won't kick that, Jen. I know they went up there, but we're starting to get gens done. I'm still a bit salty over the last match where I basically screwed up. I got too confident. Fuck, we've got that gen up there as well. Wait, where's the... I've got 2 gens up there. Fuck! Should use my power to get around instead of doing a chase, probably. Hi. I'm not quite sure why. You didn't see me, but she didn't. I mean, why that happened there? I don't think I was going to be able to make that hook, to be honest. Hook, Jen, even. Didn't think so. The fuck? Why couldn't I help them? I wish someone was here. That's a real good regen for me. So I can just drop down. I can actually don't need to drop down. I just need to listen to it. I'm dropping down kick it because I didn't do it last time, and I can go around these regens pretty quickly. So I feel pretty good about my chances here. Thank you, I'm kinda happy to get rid of that. Where the fuck did she go? Did she go back through there? She must have. She must have slow volleyed back through there. I heard her breathing. Where the fuck did she go? She's in one of these two lockers. Yep, picked the wrong one. Now she was in one of them. She went back through again. She caught into what was down there. Kind of screwed now because I put her into an area where she was screwed, really she didn't really have anyway. Christ, she might actually get that over gen done. Oh no! Oh no, I don't have a hook. Oh no, am I gonna make this? I think I screwed up. Look at this. Woo! Right, now it's a race for hats, which to be honest I'll probably just give her. To be brutally honest. I don't want her to get. Oh, that's not how you do that, Sean. I don't want her to get that gen. I don't know what gen it is for. Oh, fuck. That which is kinda hard to go down the corridors with, isn't it? Yeah, this one here. She would have got it too. Oh, you can get to kick it. Merciless killer again. My third match I got a merciless kill. Blight is strong. Blight is strong. I love Blight. Ah, I need one more gen to do. I needed one more gen. Basically to finish my achievement. Yeah, another plus to 10 hooks. Blight is super strong. So it is actually super strong. I'm actually using top add-ons as well too. This undetectable is legit. These two combos here are two add-ons as a combo is legit. So it is. Phanophobia really works well on them too because you can keep people injured for a long time. And that's only with barbecue chili at 1-2. Actually with barbecue chili 3 Tinkerer really helps a lot too. He's just an all-round. I'm just going to say it, I know some nurse mains may disagree with me here, but I'm going to tie up. Actually, I'll come back and say it, finish it off. I'll do an outro there. I like to record it separately and talk about things there and have a think about it first. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Blight is the best killer. Folks, this is the outro for this video. I would say that was a huge success. We're really kind of pumped up after that, to be honest. Really pumped up after that. It did say it was a very hard killer to get a hand off, but we actually did really well in the first 3 matches with Blight there. We got a dead Blight in the first match, we got a dead Blight in the third match as well, but to be honest that was more to do with mid-witch. If we had the survivors on like Rancid Arbiter, I think we struggle a bit more on that one. Because Rancid Arbiter is generally a map that's more survivor sided. Also the first map we had Suffocation Pit as well was more survivor sided, but MMR was kind to us. There was some survivors in the second and the third match who knew what they were doing. They certainly knew how to counter Blight, basically lethal rush, and I'm not experienced enough to combat survivors who know how to loop a Blight, basically know how to avoid the lethal rush. I'm not good enough yet to avoid that. I always had a bad habit of forgetting that in the first rush I can't hit survivors. I always struggled there as you saw a few times. There was a few lethal rush hats I should have got, but I forgot to actually bounce off something beforehand because they're still in the first rush. But that happens. But definitely this killer, you can see how strong he is. There, he's definitely a killer I would play a lot. He's a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun. His add-ons are super strong too. as well. We'll come back to the add-ons there. But the third match we had survivors that knew how to move. You saw the person running into the locker. So we at least had 2 or 3 people who knew how to counter Blight's movement in that one. We got scared at the start of the match with Jeff when we ran into Jeff. We didn't expect Jeff to be there. I'm pretty sure we both got scared in that one. I'm supposed to be the big bad killer. I'm supposed to be the one scaring people, not the one getting scared. But I got scared in that one there. I didn't expect that, and I'm liking my first rush as well, which is so his love. If I was in my second rush, I would have injured him. But I did manage to get some pretty good hits with the Lupo rush. And that one there, I managed to curve around at one point as well. The second match with the person, the Nia, who just bailed and left that person on the hook, I think it was Dwight, was it? It was a hook, we hooked first when we went and got the Felix. But, yeah, she just bailed, but she clearly had an idea of what she was doing against Blight and Loops, I felt like. I don't know about Fen. Fen just held forward a lot, really, to be honest. So that one we had some MMR was kind of kind to us. The first match with MMR was kind to us as well. But then again, it's kind of feel like it's difficult to tell. Because there has been some changes made to the skill-based matchmaking. There was some testing recently going on, so there has been some changes made. I just don't know what the changes are, because I haven't read the update notes or anything like that on that there, so I don't know exactly what's been done, but I'll have to read the update notes on that. If there is anything on it, because they're not very eager to tell us about skill-based matchmaking and the changes and the things that they do on it, really. But there's been some changes, but certainly I felt like my first 3 matches here with Blight, the first group of survivors were actually kind of what I should get. The second group of survivors I would agree, but we had one noob, and the third group of survivors were generally an improvement. And the MMR would go up because we killed off 4 in the first match, we killed 2 in the second match, and we obviously killed 3 in the third match. So the next match after this probably should be tough. But yeah, Blight is definitely something you'll see more of on my YouTube, because I did check before I did the third match. I do have Blood Warden and No Edge, and I have just got No Way Out in the Blood Web as well, so I do have the endgame perks from my endgame series. Obviously, power moves, you'll definitely see Blight, because Blight's power on his own without add-ons and perks is actually really strong. So he's definitely a power moves killer series. I'll be using Blight on that at some point for sure. I was actually going to record the killer power move series tonight, but I decided I wanted to do a first time match with Blight, because I still have quite a few killers I've not played with, so it doesn't give me a lot of options, and I don't want to play killers in my other killer series until I've done my first time with them, so I want to open up the list and get more on the list of people and options that I can use. So Blight's now available for me to do that, which is great, because he's a friggin' awesome killer. As I says at the end of the third match, he's the best killer in the game. Maybe in the future, once I get the hand of Nurse, I would actually see that Nurse might be better, but right now, hands down, not even close. Blight is the best killer in the game. Just so friggin' powerful. So powerful. I actually got Adept Blight in the first and third match, and that's without really using his power correctly. I got like 1 Lethal Rush down in the first match, because I checked the achievement and I got 1. I don't know how many I have now, but I got 1 in the first match, and I still managed to get Adept achievement. And that's because I would go around the gens. Now the whole point of using a killer is to use the power to get downs, that's the whole point of it. But if you use Blight's power just to get around the gens and defend the gens, then get after the survivors that way, and you're pretty good in the chase, which I feel like is a mouse one killer. I'm actually pretty good. That's all I was when I first started with Spirit and Legion. Really, Legion I didn't feel like I could get frenzy powers and stuff like that. Get people down there, so I just used the power there, and I used Spirit's power to get the gens and chase people down too. And Spirit's slower, she's a 4.4 and 4.6. Am I right in that? Yeah, 4.6. I usually don't remember that, I'm kind of proud of myself. Yeah, I'm sure Spirit's 4.4. Anyway, this was my first 3 matches with Blight. I'm ending on a positive note, unlike the last ones that I did with the Huntress and the Nurse. Shape, I was a little bit... I probably shouldn't have done Shape right after Huntress and Nurse. I probably should have taken a break, which I'll be doing after Blight. But I'm feeling a lot more positive after my first time with Blight. Blight's definitely an option for me as a killer going forward. I would still say Spirit and Nightmare's probably the 2 killers I would actually main. But Wraith and Blight are definitely up there as well. They are the 4 killers that I really enjoyed playing so far. I enjoyed all killers, like Ghostface was fun as well, Legion's fun too. And when I did play more building matches, and then once I'm starting to get a hand of the chainsaw and getting around the map with it, I'm actually really enjoying it. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, YouTube. If you did, then please like the video. If you want to see future content like this, then please subscribe for future content. And until next time, you take care.